Well, up to this point then, we have been seeing a fairly simple IPM diagram. But let's see a slightly more complex diagram, which is not actually more complex. It is how a diagram of an IPM really is. In this case, we have the same model that we physically have here. It is an IKCM15F60. If we look at it, it is a more complex circuit than what we have been seeing so far. But basically, the power part obviously is the same. We will have the 6 IGBT. We will have, from its control circuit, the warnings to those IGBT. These are warnings that will cause them to activate. Every time we press on those points, the IGBT will activate and will let electrons pass. I don't know if I mentioned it, but with 15 volts in direct current is how IGBT are activated to allow current to pass through. And from the other side of the delicate part, well, here's where we have the control zone. Let's say that all this goes to the microprocessor. And from this side, thicker, well, we have P, U, V, W, and neutral separately, which in the end, inside, are joined together. This is the input of the electrons, so it is a bit more robust and has more terminals. Well, this is an IPM. It is the most complex circuit of an IPM. It is not necessary to understand all this operation of each component that is within its integrated zone to understand how it works. But I do want you to know with this that not all IPMs are the same. Not all of them have the inputs in the same place. So, what you have to understand is that you cannot replace it with just any one. You have to put exactly the same if you do not want to modify the electronic board. Attention to that detail. You have to buy the same one to be able to place it in the place where it corresponds, and that each terminal coincides. Keep that detail in mind. Very well. This is an intelligent power module. Attention that this is an IPM, intelligent power module. It has a complex circuit inside that, in reality, is not the one that is most damaged, but the one that is most damaged is the area that handles the largest amount of electrons. The area that handles the power. This is the area that is most damaged, and that today we already learned to measure. Well, let's see then how this works. But let's see it with the equipment running. We will do the IPM tests, but with voltage. Please leave a comment if you have any questions.